believe I am.
Okay, the Ferryman. You have no outstanding messages. There's no demands for your attention. You're good. Is there anything you want to do? I mean, there's a lot going on. And of course, you only have 2 episodes left in this season to accomplish any goals that you might have.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, there is. And to that end, I believe I'm going to be making a research roll.
Okay.
Ivan has had, I think probably where we see Ivan is he's just sitting in his hotel room, staring out the this floor to ceiling window over the Solaris skyline. And we just see a time lapse of like seemingly days going by as he just stands there staring out the window. And then finally, I think we see him walk away from the window and put on his jacket and walk outside. And Ivan is going to look into Nia Lakata.
Oh my god. Sure.
Yeah.
Make your research roll. Now you're looking into her, not the organization, right?
Yeah. I'm looking into Nia specifically.
Sure.
That is a 9.
Okay, you get to ask 1 question and gain 1 stress. Which, oh, sorry, that reminds me. We'll get to that in a second. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, by the way, that puts me at 3 stress. And I actually get to ask 2 questions because of
Sure.
my advanced ghost abilities. Cold read specifically. But my question is, how is she vulnerable?
Okay.
And the other one is, what should I be on the lookout for?
Well, how she's vulnerable is that she has a very successful and very public career as a fusion jazz singer, working the club circuit. And if her ties to the Bertolli Mafia were made public, it would basically ruin her entire career. Also, I think you have personal knowledge of her level of, murder and violence. What should you be on the lookout for? I mean, she's your boss's boss, and you already know that she's insanely ruthless. And if she even gets a hint that you are stepping or snitching, she will destroy you with 0 hesitation at all. She may kill you not even on a suspicion, just to be safe.
Well, lucky for her, Ivan is in fact quite the opposite of a snitch.
Well, I have. This is the worst news for you now, Ivan Amos Everett. Now, I'll let you pick which one of these it is, but you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle now, and the money's not coming in. I don't know whether it's just that it's been delayed, whether investors simply aren't paying your salary because of the whole mafia deal, whether you've lost popularity, Maybe you made some bad bets in the stock market, but one way or another, your lifestyle is affected and you gain an additional point of stress because your
Okay.
salary wasn't paid.
Yeah.
So where's that put you at? 3 or 4?
That puts me at 4.
Oh no.
But that's fine because I think that OSP is gonna take me down a notch because of Ivan is specifically looking into how he can try to cover Kyle's back from the top. And if not, I'm just gonna have to get up and say some really nasty shit about Comstar and Celerity and drone piloting on Solaris.
I mean, look, here's the thing. I'm gonna let this count. Normally I wouldn't, because getting information on your boss's boss is essentially meaningless. It does nothing to drive your faction forward, right? You're just getting information for information's sake. However, I happen to know that Kyle is secretly planning to snitch, and this information will work out great for him. And so I will give you OSP to reduce your stress by 1. If he wasn't snitching, it wouldn't advance your goals.
Also, me and my boss did just have this woman point guns at us.
Sure. But as
so
far as
assessing
you,
her,
no, as far as you or
level.
anybody else knows, maybe Seth suspects, but he is a good little soldier for now. He's going to be working for them passively for some time while he gathers his snitching information to snitch.
Okay, Ivan also has an exit plan he's working on.
Sure. Sounds like a lot of people who need to get shot in the head right now. We'll see how this works out.
I've already stabbed someone in the abdomen, so I figure and Cosmo shot someone, so I think I'll have to come up with a new third murder method to keep, just to keep things fresh, keep it lively.
Hold him into the river. It's called origami.
But they already did that to Yuri.
Yeah.
Ivan doesn't like retreading old ground.
You dropped from 4 to 3.
Yep. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I presume with the specifically with the how is she vulnerable thing.
Yeah.
You talked about her public jazz career. Ivan is going to in disguise go to one of her concerts and just check out the scene. So I think we see Ivan wearing
look, it's basically a Journey song, all right? You meet her in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume.
Yeah. But to keep the musical entendre going, we see Ivan in a long red scarf and a raspberry beret. It's the kind you would find in a secondhand store. But yeah, he goes in and takes a seat in the back. And he just watches. He gets a feel for the crowd, how many people are around. He gets look at the stage, who all's in the group with her, who these people are. He probably is looking up little bits about her bandmates on whatever Comstar net thing. I don't know. Do we have tablet computer equivalents. I figure most things are
So
like
it's starting
paper.
to happen. It's starting to happen. The Diamond Shark WhisperNet is slowly spreading. Technology progress is increasing in the inner sphere.
I imagine
But
instead, then he probably has just a stack of newspapers that have
yeah.
like members of this band in them.
Microfiche or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and and just like in Battlestar Galactica, they're all fucking hexagonal for some reason.
No. I would never steal that from Battlestar Galactica. That is such a them thing, and it was amazing.
Every piece of paper is either octagonal or hexagonal in that show, and it's incredible. But yeah. So yeah, we see Ivan just flipping through papers and like going through the names, the faces. And then he starts looking for people he knows in the crowd. Dudes on the bigger side in suits.
No, so I mean, just to be clear, like she's not surrounded by mafia people when she's working her job, right? The kind of people she's surrounded by are Solaris elites, people who have titles like CEO or Baron.
And that is exactly the answer Ivan was looking for.
Jazz enthusiasts. Like there's no open mafia presence. The band she's with is not the band she isn't attached to any one band. She just sings with whoever's in the club that night. They're just a bunch of randos. They're pretty good, but she's better.
Yeah, so he tries to like figure out who her friends are among this like scene.
The thirst is real.
Like that.
There are a lot of shrimps here. What do we call them before shrimps? Patrons, maybe? Enthusiasts? I don't know.
Gentlemen callers.
Well, it's not strictly limited to gentlemen, and they're not like calling on her or anything. Like people just like hearing her sing. Like VTubing.
Okay, I see. Because when you say shrimp, that inspires a very specific image for me.
I guess. I mean, we're calling everybody shrimps now. We're disarming the word.
That is true. Probably for the best.
It's just
also, it just
word.
gives us more excuses to use that excellent AP shrimp emote.
Nothing is better than Prondo 76, though. That was years before shrimping came to be. And we got Pondo in a cowboy hat with the Soldier 76 laser beam thingy over his eyes. And, amazing. I'm so good at predicting trends.
Most excellent.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? Just to be clear, you're super out of place here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he imagines it like he's like hanging out in the area where like in the essentially what would be the club equivalent of like the nosebleed section.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there's
so, like,
a lot of War of 39s jazz going on right now. Stuff 15, 20 years old is real popular in this club.
Yeah. And I think Ivan, having taken in the scene, just leaves without any incident.
Sure. So just to be clear, it's like the equivalent of people listening to like Vanessa Carlton's Walk 1,000 miles, or what else came out in like 99, 2000? I don't know, Spice Girls? Like the jazz version of that.
Excellent.
People like those recent classics.
I feel like you could definitely jazz up Spice Girls pretty well.
I mean, I think Posh Spice jazzed up Spice Girls more than enough, but sure.
I never really followed any of their solo stuff afterwards.
What can I say? Shrimping ain't easy. What do you got for me next?
So the Bertollis are currently in the middle of a war.
Yeah, but it's a war that they're winning.
That they're winning quite well.
I mean, the thing about crime is that there's always somebody in a war, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that every night somebody's getting stabbed in an alleyway. It might just
Absolutely.
mean people are maneuvering carefully and nobody talks to both sides at the same time. Everybody's picking a side. You know,
Hmm.
weapons are being stockpiled, drugs are being stockpiled, political and economic maneuverings happening. But yes,
Hmm.
they are in the middle of a war that they're
Yeah.
winning. It's the
Um,
same war they're always in because they're always winning.
yeah. Now, these guys are called, if I remember correctly, actually, no, I'm probably about to call them the Red Sashes, which I think is a thing from Blades in the Dark.
That's correct. Um,
Um,
I think it's called the Red Sword. Check denizens of Solaris. They're called the Red Cobras.
Red Cobras.
They are
There
from
it is.
Cathay and Silesia, which means that they are cool um Capellan Confederation tongs, and they also have leaked over into like St. Ives commonality and stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, so the well, yeah, the Red Cobras also, if I am reading correctly, also they have a, and I was pretty certain of this, they have a base in Montenegro,
Okay.
which is where Ivan is from. And Ivan, um, is just like making a note of that, and I think filing that away. But we see Ivan in his apartment with, the big board full of pins and red string. Um, as he is with pins in the different clubs that Nia plays at, as well as various members of the Red Cobras and things that he has connected to weapon smuggling and things of that nature. The kind of stuff that he, and it's very clear that this is what Ivan is more used to doing than anything else he does. Um, he's watching people's movements, getting like an idea of uh, making sure he remembers where stuff is on the street like he used to. And then he just takes the board, slides it under his hotel room bed, and heads to his interview.
Okay. At your interview, it is simply you and a chair. There's barely any technicians in here working the stuff, but you do smell the reek of a man who has not showered in 3 days and probably is still drunk. As someone takes the interview chair of William Wyndham Williamson III, puts it backwards, and sits down in it and goes, Duncan Fisher here. I'm here to lose to my opponent today and get cast out of the arena forever. Oh, and then he like pulls out a flask and starts drinking from it, and then like pulls out a boot flask and like offers to toss it to you.
Yeah, Ivan will take it.
The Ferryman, Amos Everett. Welcome back to Solaris Nights. Duncan Fisher, currently outcast, gray booked. Turns out when you sleep with one too many referees' wives, the Solaric Civic Council gets upset. Not as upset as my wife. Do the audience laughter. And then you hear like a fake audience laughter.
Ivan smiles.
Amos, what can you tell me about how you're going to beat me today?
Well, I'm faster than you. I've got more firepower and I've got more armor. You put those three things together, and I think you're in a heap of trouble.
What about alcoholism?
I tend to save mine for outside the arena. I think
He
that
knows,
probably
he
also
knows.
helps a little bit.
All right, let's get into your personal life, Amos Everett. Let's talk about LOVE, something I've been doing way too much of.
Well, something that I probably have been doing way too little of.
On Solaris? A guy like you? How is that even possible? He says, taking another drink.
Ivan takes a drink with him and just says, well, hey, Drew, Duncan, I've been awfully focused on the work in the arena. Well, you know, I've also had a lot of, to be perfectly frank with you, a lot of personal struggles I've been sorting with lately. You know,
Me too.
Sorta.
But you know, the best way to get over them is to sleep with somebody.
I tend to find the best way for me to get over them is to shoot things, but you know.
Well,
Little
as
time
the
on the
thing
range
you're about
does
to
good for
shoot
my
at,
head.
let me say, I'm going to try to not be there when you're shooting.
I think that would be a pretty wise choice, Duncan. Well, got anything else for me other than my loveless woes?
He says, nope, I'm just ready to say goodbye to my career. Loved
Yeah, it's
by the
okay.
fans, hated by the service.
It's okay. To be honest with you, Duncan, the way Solaris Civic Council's going lately with all this drone nonsense, I'd say you're probably on the yeah, sure, maybe you get kiboshed out of the arena, but a guy with your personality will do all right. And well, pissing off a few people who have decided that sticking machines in the arena is as good as the flesh and blood that Solaris was built on. Well, those ain't exactly the worst people to have the wrong opinion of you.
Whoa, calm down there, Amos. Only one of us needs to walk away today. You ready to roll for initiative, I guess?
Oh, I thought you were going to make me roll for political statement.
Certainly, if you want to, go ahead. You know what? That does sound like one. That does sound pretty controversial.
I'm definitely still talking mad shit about the council and their ruling on drones.
Maddish of all shit. What even happened here?
That is a 5. I'm going to re-roll that. Spending edge. And that's a 7.
All right, give me a sec. I have to restart the table. Problems cropped up.
All good. But I've used my edge, so now when Duncan Fisher shoots me 3 times in the head with 3 medium lasers, I am dead.
Well, just remember, you never healed from the last battle, so you actually only have 5 and 3 hit points. He only needs to hit you twice.
I
Your
never
mech wasn't repaired.
Oh.
Because the only place you got hit was in your head. No,
Oh,
pay for
shit.
that.
You know, that's true. He does only need to hit me twice in the head. I should kill him quickly.
Oh, he could take you out round 1. He could full on Hunter McGregor your ass.
That would be pretty incredible. But also, I would like that to not happen.
I watched a man dodge 2 ERPPCs to the head this week, so
Excellent.
crazy shit happens.
Yes, I did in fact see Cosmo's match.
All right, let's see here. So a 7 is gonna get you some shit.
I believe it's either reduces stress or gain a glory, right?
Yes. What would you like?
I would like to kill a. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna take the glory.
Interesting. All right. Well, I rolled an 8 for initiative.
Right. Oh, and then I also take a stress for telling Duncan that I'm gonna beat him in
Okay.
front of everybody.
You have barracks, or sorry, you have a hotel room though, so it ablates that.
All right.
When you get hit in the head though, you're done. You're done. So.
I am in fact. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I got 10.
Okay. Where would you like to come in from?
I would like to come in from this side. I want the high ground. I will be Varen of the Eastern Gate.
Okay, he's ready.
All right.
A huge crowd gathered. In this particular arena, Steiner Stadium, the only arena where you can literally watch directly right up against the Lost Tech shield that absorbs missiles and lasers and PPCs and autocannon shells. One of a kind, completely unreproducible. And yeah, there's a lot of Duncan Fisher fans in the audience holding up placards saying like, "Don't go, Duncan," or "We still love you." Around the edge closest to the arena, there are clearly a number of women who are deeply upset with him, and also several men. Possibly you recognize some of them from some of your matches as other Solaris referee arena people, technicians, and
yeah, my buddy Ibrahim's friends.
yes, exactly. Ibrahim himself is not in the crowd, but yes.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Duncan is gonna set his Guardian ECM to Ghost Mech mode. Just gonna roll for that real quick, okay? So with his level of skill, he needed a where's my Duncan Fisher stats?
He's a 3 pilot.
Look at this guy. You're just copying down stuff from the other match, huh?
No, I researched him at the end of last week. I figured out all of his tricks.
Right.
I know his SPAs. I got this guy read to rights.
Okay, yes, he's a 3. So he does actually activate it at a 0.
All right.
Okay.
So it's a +0 difficulty for me to see through it.
Correct. 5 initiative.
All right. 7.
He goes first.
And I am not heated up for TSM. I'm starting this match cold.
He jumps sideways.
All right. As Amos rolls into the arena, he starts running off at a sprint and, dissipates all the fog and smoke that was part of his intro.
Must be nice still having an intro. I haven't had a gladiator do one in a bit.
Yeah. Amos just does his normal, the red lights coming in with the fog rolling in and the spooky Western violins and harmonicas.
All in a minor key, slightly out of tune. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. That puts me at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 away. That would be medium range for the Gauss rifle, but still long range for a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to keep moving. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that'll put me at...
Isn't your Gauss rifle out of ammo?
No.
You didn't use it all last match?
I did use it. Are we not counting, does repairs also count for reloads?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I still have a ton of ammo left.
Okay.
I've still got at least 8 shots left.
Okay.
Because I have twice as much ammo as Gleamo does. Got the full 2 tons. So yeah, and that puts me at instead that puts us at 12 apart.
Okay. This is Duncan Fisher here. My opponent is running directly towards me. I'm in a lot of trouble because he's a close-range battler with a taste for all-around combat.
I moved.
All right, so while I turn on breaking news, I'm also going to get the tabletop audio link for us. Not that I expect we'll need much of it, because one hit's going to take him down, but who knows? Maybe Duncan Fisher is about to cause into the shit out of this.
I mean, you say one hit's going to take him down.
Yeah, you're going to hit him in the cockpit with a Gauss rifle. I've seen this show before. Look, I know how the scripted combat here goes. I'm the one writing the script.
That's a Gleemo thing. Amos never manages to kill anybody in the arena. He only murders people outside of it.
No, we're doing things differently now. You've seen June Amos's one. Yeah, we're doing that thing where everybody's personalities flip.
Oh, nice. Okay. Does that mean I have to start having a weird superiority complex over everyone because I'm a genetically modified super soldier?
What are you, Seth now? Jesus. All right, so what are we at? 12?
Yes, we're at 12.
So that's right at the edge of my range, which is perfect for me. So
I thought about just stopping at 13, but
would have been a hugely dick move, yeah.
Yeah. Ivan wants Duncan Fisher to go out well. He likes this guy, mostly because he doesn't like the Solaris Civic Council.
10. I need 10s to hit. And I can fire 3 of these bad boys and not build any heat, so I'm going to shoot 4. No. No. So close, but so far away. 3 9s. Unbelievable. Actually, very believable. Go ahead. 24. Right. I built 2 points of heat.
I'm going to fire the Gauss rifle and the ER large at you. And then that is and those will be hitting from medium range with your evasion. Those hit on 8s because I'm a 2. 2 for my run, 2 for your evasion, and 2 for medium range. And then how much heat do I want to build? Because that's total 15 heat with my run. I can take that up to as high as, you know what? We'll go ahead and fire both the medium lasers and all 3 small lasers, and we'll take my heat up to 4 at the end of this. I believe. But anyway, let's do the actual shots, and then I'll make sure that I calculated my heat correctly. That is a Gauss rifle to the center torso. 15 damage. And then a miss with the ER large laser.
Gauss rifle hits him. He's like, Duncan Fisher here! I'm being annihilated by my opponent! I've lost so much armor on my center torso, I can't afford another hit like this! Got anything else?
No, Ivan will just open up the comms and say back to him, you ain't quite cooked yet.
Duncan Fisher here, speaking to the Ferryman rather than to the crowd. I'm in some deep shit right now. I just want to make sure this Mech and I make it home alive today.
Well, Duncan, I'll try not to take that pretty little face of yours and too bad.
9.
All right. 6. He wins.
It happens sometimes. Very, very rare. Charging up Ghost Mech. I had a 10, needed a 5. So that's a +5 to your PSR to hit him.
Okay. And we resolve that during the shooting round?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Just making sure I was calculating my heat correctly. I was. Now, where can he move? He's got a jump of 4, and he's got a 6'9" run. So I think I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Wow, actually, that's just going to step this way. We're just going to turn, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. There we go. That gives me another 3. I think that is, let's see, go straight forward 9. That does actually put you in murder arc, so instead we'll do this. Just go. Do only 2 of them this time.
That's not so good for me. Definitely want to keep jumping to maximize my jumping jack potential.
Still long range, okay.
Yep. Okay, if you're going to take that shot, you need to hit a PSR +5. If you fail, you take a penalty of half the difference, rounded down.
Okay. PSR at +5.
Yep.
I roll an 8, which puts me at 1 under.
Okay, so you have a +1 to hit.
Okay.
So you go to hit, and your targeting computer, there's now like 4 Duncan Fisher blackjacks, and you clear them all out, and you go to shoot at one, and you're like, oh shit, that's the after image of the real one.
We'll see. So so these are hitting on 9s now instead, because
Sure.
it's basically the same modifiers as last time. Gauss rifle goes wide, as does the large laser.
Okay.
And
You should
then
know that our lore masters are finally caught up again and have accurate statistics, and they're really pissed at me for making a mistake in match 48. But also, they have no statistics for you, Amos. You have no standout in any statistic because you're so incredibly average at everything. You don't fail particularly hard. You don't succeed particularly hard. The only thing is that you're the person who has the most mech customizations and has piloted the most mechs. And so...
Duncan Fisher here. As I'm facing down with my opponent, I happen to note that they're in yet another custom mech. We've seen a lot of these out of this guy. Maybe we'll see more as the Ferryman advances into the future.
And he takes a sip of alcohol before going to take the shot. So he'll be looking at a... and you didn't hit, right?
No,
I was too busy double checking that my lore masters had literally nothing for me in regards to Amos.
Yeah, and I fired everything except for 1 medium laser. Or not one medium, one small laser.
Spicy.
So I'm at 7 heat.
4, 7, 8, 9. All right. I'm gonna fire 4 lasers again, looking for 9s. Just garbage all around. Getting Hunter McGregor.
Unfortunate.
So he lets out another blast of lasers. Four.
2.
Okay. I'll take it. Oh, you're gonna do that thing?
You know? No, not yet.
All right, you have to make a PSR at +2. His mech is active. All right, make your move. Take a chance. Roll the dice.
All right, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, so that's the axis he can move on. Yeah. This way. Okay. Is this ruin 1 tall? Or is it 2?
Yes.
It's 1. There we go. I move there, and I get a +3 modifier.
Interesting.
Circle him like a vulture.
Seven kicks me in a new range bracket, right? Yes. Okay.
Ooh, bird 7 away. That's very good for me, actually.
Sure, it's pretty good for me too, but go ahead. Do what you gotta.
Oh, I'm gonna fire.
Yeah, what are you
A
shooting?
Gauss. I'll fire a Gauss, ER large laser, and
You need to make the PSR first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
+2.
+2 makes it.
You see through Ondor's lies.
Mm-hmm. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Also, shame on you. Stop lying, motherfucker.
That just don't happen around here. Now do it. All right. And so I will fire Gauss rifle, ER large laser, 2 medium lasers, and a small laser. But the small laser doesn't matter. I am. Oh shit! I fucked up. Hold on. I'll just be here instead because I had 1 less movement. So I would have moved here instead, and you still can't shoot me in the back.
I wasn't trying to.
But is that cool? Because technically I moved 1 too far.
Yep.
Because I've got heat
Look,
issues.
if you did it wrong, I'm gonna hear from. Oh no, sorry. The lore masters only want me to change things when it helps the players rather than hurt them. When they make mistakes, they're just like, "Oh, it's fine. Seth just makes mistakes." When I make mistakes, they're like, "I demand that this match be rewritten and that Hunter wins."
You know, it's all good. I caught it.
They're here for
I'm
you.
1 back.
They're supposed to work for me, but they work for you.
I have 1 fewer movement modifier, so there we go. Duncan Fisher gets a little bit easier of a shot.
Okay.
But I'm at short range for my big guns now, so that puts me at 2 for my gunnery, 2 for my movement, and 2 for his evasion, puts it at 6. Both the Gauss rifle and the ER large. But it's at long range for both of the medium lasers, so those hit on 10s. So here we go. Gauss rifle. That is 15 damage to the right leg.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
All right. ER large hits. That's 8 damage to the right torso. First medium laser misses. Second medium laser also misses.
Okay, he's gonna go with 5 ER mediums at 8. Oh. No. It's gonna be a costly mistake. Whatever an ER medium is, probably 5.
5 for initiative.
5 to the left arm. 5 center torso.
Okay.
And a miss.
All right. I believe he needs to make a PSR now.
Yeah, but first he needs to heat up a bunch. 25 plus 4 is 29, so he builds 7 points of heat.
He's not a TSM mech.
Ironic. The TSM mechs were winning so much early on, and now they just lose all the time when they try to do TSM shit. He's still standing. And yeah, he's starting to slow down.
I'm trying to think. I actually don't think I've lost since getting TSM.
Except maybe some ranked matches.
I haven't lost since getting the Shadowhawk.
Interesting.
I've only lost 2 matches. No, 3 matches.
I feel like you got the shit kicked out of you by a bunch of Wolverines, but
Yeah, I lost 2 Wolverine. Oh no, I did lose 1 match in the Shadowhawk against Texas Red. I got shot in the head with an AC-20. Yeah,
Red.
that was it. Yeah, and then I stabbed him because well, I had to go. 8 for initiative.
Okay. Well, you know, when you compare that to my initiative, a solid 8. I'm thinking we reroll.
All right.
10.
9. But I am going to choose to win initiative this time.
Sure.
Also, TSM activates.
I'm happy,
How tall
bro.
is that structure?
1 tall.
1 tall?
I'm gonna get kicked in the head.
Okay.
been
My
asking
second
that a
question
lot.
is, do I have any idea what the construction factor of that building is?
60.
Damn, that's way too much. I thought these were supposed to be ruins. What the hell is this crap?
I mean, 60 is like one of the lowest construction factors you can have.
That works. Activating TSM.
Sure.
Or not TSM, activating supercharger.
Okay.
It's time
I
for a
forgot to
Ferryman
roll
rush.
for my... Oh, I got a 10 on my ghost mech.
Okay.
That's gonna be a +5 to hit.
I got a 9.
On your PSR?
Yeah, on the anti-ghost
Okay.
mech PSR. Which
So what's your...
I believe
What's your...
my PSR, he gives me a +5, right?
Yeah.
9's exactly what I needed.
Okay, you're good. Go ahead, make
All
your
right.
Ferryman rush.
I moved it here.
What's your current movement?
12.
1.
I have Mountaineer, so I ignore difficult terrain from this.
Or you're just moving
and
forward into it.
yeah, I move forward, turn left 1, and then move forward.
11, 12. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe I still need to make a PSR here, but I have a bonus to it.
Yes, you have a +1. You're good.
Make it easily.
All right.
And I now can't be kicked.
My opponent is putting his new skills to the test as he continues to use all of the climbing and mountaineering experience that he's gained through getting his ass kicked by Texas Red.
All right, well, he's gonna fire 5 ER medium lasers. As long as
Duncan,
you're
I'm
high.
not so sure you and I watched the same match.
He was probably drunk during it. 4, 5. What's
Cool.
your?
And I believe he's hitting me on the left side, isn't he?
Yeah. What's your evasion?
Oh, sorry, my evasion.
You move twice, so
4.
it's 10 spaces. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. 9. 5 attempts at 9 is horrible.
Yeah, when you're shooting at 9 at point blank range, it kind of a bit rough.
Right leg. Sorry, I'm at your left side.
Left side.
So it's
left arm.
actually left arm for 5.
Well, he's already hit that, so maybe he'll actually get something inside.
Left arm for
Oh,
5.
geez, left arm again. Hey, only got a little bit of armor left.
You mocking him. Man can barely drag himself into the arena. He's so drunk.
You know, that's not really my problem.
Is it 18 heat now?
Gauss rifle, ER large. Actually,
That Gauss rifle is going to take a penalty.
Yes, it's the same as medium range. Gauss rifle, ER large, 2 medium lasers. Now, actually, you know what? Skip the ER. That's right. Okay, sorry. Ran. That's 2. Gauss rifle makes it 3. Medium lasers make it 9. Okay. So part of the ER large. All right. So Gauss rifle, ER large, a single medium laser, and 2 small lasers. That's exactly 20. So here we go. Gauss rifle's at a +2 difficulty due to range, but I hit him anyway. I'm on his right side, so 8 is center torso.
Okay.
Or no, I'm on his left side as well. Hold on. 8 is still center torso. Never mind, doesn't matter. Okay. So he takes 15 center torso. ER large.
Oh, I mean, that center torso is going to be 9 internal points.
Yeah, he doesn't. There was no crit.
Right, it says you're just disconnected.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But I still have a roll. Oh, actually, no. It says you disconnected.
Yeah, but I'm the table host, so.
All right, I'm rejoining. Did my roll go through? Because I had a good roll for my ER large laser. Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no. This is the same roll for the Gauss rifle. My second roll didn't go through. That's unfortunate.
Okay.
I'll have to roll again. Once I finish loading back in. There we go. All right. ER large laser. I believe that still hits. I'm at a 2. What's his evasion? No, I actually miss. This hits on a 7, and I miss it.
Okay.
Medium laser number 1 misses. Small laser number 1 misses. Small laser number 2 hits, and that is center torso as well. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's not center torso. That's left torso. 3 damage.
All right. It's not enough to force a fall down.
No, it is not.
You have an opportunity to punch with your left arm.
I believe I can torso twist and punch him twice. Then he will be in my front arc. Which I did torso twist in order to hit him with all my weapons.
I guess. I'll say yes, and then I'm sure the lore masters will agree with you even if it's wrong.
You know?
This is what the rules senpai are here for, to keep the lore masters in check, you know? It's a great circle of life.
It's like,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I've got Total Warfare out right now.
Yep, this is the best part of my week, looking up obscure rules in Battletech rulebook.
Rotating firing arcs. Oh yeah, so leg mounted firing arcs stay with the feet, but because punch are technically arm mounted weapons, because you're punching them with your arms, they do rotate when you torso twist.
Go ahead.
That is in Total Warfare under rotating firing arcs.
Your hatchet comes down.
The hatchet's gone. It's just fists with Acheron. It's these wicked looking claws.
Well, you know what?
Got.
I only have laser sword noises, okay? So I can't even do fist noises.
Okay, just play the crab rave noise, for claws. All right. So my piloting skill is 4. And my run makes it a 6. His evasion makes it an 8. So there we go. And I do not take the heat penalty for physical attacks. Miss on punch number 1. Miss on punch number 2. That's too bad.
Yeah, he needs to make 2 shutdown checks at 4 and 6. Success. Success. I will now roll initiative. 8.
Duncan, you're looking awful thin in the core there. I thought you said you wanted to take this thing home.
You got nothing there, huh? Just...
They don't call me Duncan the Drunken for nothing. I think I can put at least one more round into this battle.
All right. Put that to the test. I got a 10 on initiative.
I'm gonna use this lucky to reroll then. No, I got a 9. Okay, I thought I had 1 initiative, which is why I said that. All right, I'm gonna try.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, you didn't hear what I said?
No, I said something to him about. I thought you wanted to.
All right,
I thought you wanted to take the thing home.
Be able to activate Ghost Mech. Now, you can't run.
You.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
Maybe
you want to get kicked in the head? Kicked in the head, huh?
I'm gonna wait
Activate
for the end of the
mechanical
season.
jump jets.
I'm gonna wait for the end of the season. We're gonna time skip to the Civil War era, and then I'm gonna get mechanical jump jets.
We're not gonna time skip to the Civil War era. We're skipping to 57.
Dang. All right, I need to
If you
figure out
like
when
Civil
mechanical
Wars,
jump
you'll have
jets
good
show up.
news on the 26th, though.
Well, I know what goes down in 57. No spoilers.
Come
Do I
on,
get
cool
kicked in
off.
the head? Do I get kicked in the head?
He doesn't weigh enough to kill you instantly, except that you're missing armor, so I guess he does weigh enough to kill you instantly.
Well, let's see. 45,
Yeah. And
That'd
that'd be a
be
9
9.
damage kick.
which would be just enough. Yeah.
Yep.
Um.
You really
thank
would
you.
risk your whole life on a 1 in 6 chance?
Well, he has to hit the kick first,
That's not going to be that difficult.
which is its own, yeah, not going to be that difficult. Is famous last words. You know what?
You see that Phoenix Mech's Works has lost every time, or sorry, everyone who guarantees victory for it has lost. And so they're asking Seth to guarantee victory versus Saya and the Blooding.
Oh, that's
To
funny.
ensure that he loses.
Oh, crap. I forgot to dedicate my victory to somebody. I just guaranteed it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Hopefully Phoenix Mech Sports just likes the fact that I'm trash talking the Celerity constantly. I'm just gonna walk to there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a I believe that's just a 1. Yeah, just give me 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
3, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna fire 2. That's a hit to your left arm for 5. Human TRO, so to go internal.
It does go internal.
1, 5 is TSM. 4, 3. It's nothing. Maybe I should just be rolling 1d6. 2, 3 is the lower arm actuator.
No.
Oh,
I suppose it's not that bad because I didn't get repaired between matches. So like the 3 repair cost is for 1 match. Or it's for multiple, doubling up.
maybe you want to take the Scrap Dragon title.
Oh no, I gotta. The investors, I need the investor to challenge us with a new dragon title so someone else can get dragon. They did it for
Dragon Rock the Dragon.
Yeah, they did the scrap dragon thing, and then it's been radio silence. We need more challenges. We can't crown ourselves as a dragon. You guys need to come up with something.
I mean, really, wouldn't a true dragon choose their own title? You know, with the arrogance of a dragon. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's like picking your own nickname, and that is hella passe.
After moving into the future, you could become a lamb pilot and call yourself the Air Dragon, and just fly in air mech mode all the time.
We'll talk.
Go ahead.
I'm going to fire a Gauss rifle, a ER large laser, a medium laser, and 3. Well, actually, just 2 medium lasers. Yeah. Yeah. And I have no heat sinks in the place, so there we go. So I hit everything on 6s.
Okay.
Because
even with the Gauss Rifle's penalty?
No, you're right. The Gauss rifle hits on a 7, which it does.
Well,
that's 15 damage to the right torso.
I tried. Duncan Fisher. That's internal.
That's double crit.
Go ahead.
3-3.
Double heatsink.
3-1.
The other part of the double heat.
Okay. All right. And then
a lot worse.
ER large laser. Misses. Medium laser number 1. Misses. Medium laser number 2 hits right torso.
Okay. It's internal, but no criticals, so.
Yep.
Six, I say standing.
All right.
Kind of cool.
I stayed
off.
exactly 9 heat.
14. I dissipate 20. So I reduce it by 6. Nope, that screwed me. But I'm out of shutdown range.
Yep.
Alright, he surrenders. He actually just straight out ejects from his back in the process.
Excellent.
Duncan Fisher here, surrendering on behalf of my will to live. We just see him strapped into his mech cockpit, the cockpit on parachutes slowly falling down into the arena. He's got some sort of domestic beer he's drinking on the way down that he tips out.
Found that to be a wise decision, Mr. Fisher. It's been a pleasure.
So, technically, he isn't gone yet, but he is reduced in rank to your previous rank, 95, and you gain his rank of 85.
Well, I thought he was 83.
No, 85. But you think you can get extra points? You got a whole 10. You lead 10 forward due to Zuri doing negotiations on your behalf, even after you came into her house in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Look. Causing trouble. Gotta put the fear of God in these people sometimes. Good for business.
The studio is basically empty when you arrive. There's no Duncan Fisher to interview you. There's like one guy behind the camera and one guy at the soundboard in case you want to actually interview yourself or make a statement.
Yeah, he just walks up and he just says, Bishop fought good. That's really all there is to say about it. Y'all have a good night now.
Okay. The Ferryman. You gain 1 experience plus 1 experience or glory.
I am going to gain the experience.
Okay, that's 2.
Oh. And all right. I am yeah. So after he leaves, he finds, does his usual post-match debrief with Lynn. Sets about going over the match, what happened. How he could have done a better job of protecting his left arm to try to minimize on repair costs, but other than that, things went pretty well. Went off pretty well without a hitch.
Okay.
And 3 Goss rounds to spare. But then he does actually turn to Lynn and say, "Well, Lynn, let's Cosmo just finished his fancy new course. Let's give that a go."
Okay.
And he's going to be waiting at various points in the course, running around to ambush Lynn in live fire training.
Okay. I'm gonna mark down she's got some more training.
She needs to work on her piloting's fantastic, so I'm sure the obstacle course will be no problem for her, but she needs to work on her target acquisition and fast, she needs to be able to hit targets quickly and accurately. So Amos hides throughout the course and ambushes her from various angles.
Snub-nosed PPC usage.
Yeah. But yeah, live fire training.
Out there's one investor who's currently breaking out into tears, knowing that the SLDF Shadow or Phoenix Hawk is finally being used.
Hey, it got used against our special guest, Mr. Champ.
We've had a lot of special guests, but yes.
Well, I used it against the special guest. That's why I remember that. Eddie got blasted in the back. That was a good outing for the SLDF Shadowhawk or Phoenix Hawk. Kazuna was a decent opening or outing for the SLDF Shadowhawk too. But yeah, and then after the end of this, I have a question for you, AP.
Yeah.
Has Lynn's stat line changed at all yet?
Yes.
Okay. Do I know what it is currently?
She is better at shooting.
How much? By 1 or by?
Not obligated to tell you that much.
You're not? Damn.
She is
okay.
better at shooting.
Well, if she's better at shooting, then Ivan sits her down in the locker room after the obstacle course.
Okay.
And just says, "Oh, Lynn, that's by far your best outing yet." I think we're
She
done
didn't
here.
say anything. Sorry, what did you say?
I think we're done here.
Okay.
You know all the piloting tricks I can teach you. Hell, you're actually a better pilot than me. Your shooting is now well within the range that you should be able to make it in the arena just fine. And you've got some special skills that I think will prove useful in some interesting edge case matches that you may come across in the open. And get ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
The only question I have for you is if there's anything else you need from me.
She takes a deep breath, says, "No, I'm ready."
All right then. And it's been a pleasure. I believe that what I have seen, you have the potential to be among the very best of the people that we have trained, but also among the best that there are. You will go far in this world. Whatever you decide to do with your newfound skills, you are now quite an excellent mech pilot. The only other things left for you to learn are things that I cannot teach you. At the end of the day, how you make it in the circuit is a very individual affair. So, as Ivan, as Amos, as whoever, I wish you the best of luck. And job well done.
Okay.
Now then, I have one last gift for you. And he hands her a small little metal coin that's got like a hole through it. It's like a pressed piece of mech armor that's like just like scorched through on the middle and has like a laser burn in it. And he hands it to her and he says, "That's the first time you actually managed to fucking hit me. Do that more."
All right. So look, the thing is, she doesn't show a lot of emotion. That's not who she is.
Mhm.
She just keeps saying okay and standing there.
Lynn, I understand you're not the most outward, but I do hope you are actually okay.
Yes, I've been waiting for this moment.
Good. Now you don't have to wait anymore. Show them what you are. And they will learn to either love or fear you. And he gets up and leaves.
So we've seen Astrid working on her, mech design and her persona. We've seen Saya obviously has a very clear persona, an idea of who she is, working on her mech assignment, but Landholder doesn't have either. So like she straps the coin into like a strip of leather and just kind of stares at it for a while. And that's it. That's her last scene for here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else?
Yeah.
Want to go stalk Nia Lakata some more?
Ivan needs to make an attack roll.
Against who?
That depends on a few things.
So you don't really currently have a gang.
No, Ivan is doing this himself.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So Ivan goes to the part of town that the Red Cobras hang out at.
Yeah.
And I assume this is an attack roll because I'm like stealing a bunch of stuff. Also possibly killing somebody.
What
are
you doing? Describe it and I'll tell you how to roll for it.
Ivan needs to grab a bunch of gear that is specifically known to be possessed by the Red Cobras.
Okay. It's not like they have a uniform or anything, but
no, but he's grabbing explosives and stuff from their warehouse. And he wants to grab he wants to see if he can steal some orders. Some like documents and stuff that they have to keep track of their weapon inventory.
Okay, like invoice, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
But those invoices are all going to be faked.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, I'm just going to tell you that like the consequences here aren't you go to jail. The consequences are you're buried in a shallow grave somewhere. And your burned corpse is found in like 300 years by a geologist.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 10.
Okay.
So the way Ivan would like this to happen is he would like that for no one to notice he was here. For him to make off with a lot of explosives.
No, those two things can't go together.
He needs enough to essentially enough that would like blow up a car.
That's not a lot of explosives. Doesn't take that much.
I mean, okay, depends on what your definition of a lot is, but that's what he needs. Is he needs enough to.
I don't know if you know this, but the fuel tank of a car tends to be pretty explosive on its own.
Yeah.
Now look, it's not like the movies, right? Like the car doesn't immediately every part of it catch on fire, including the engine block. But yeah, it doesn't take much to blow up a car.
Yeah, it depends on the vehicle, but yeah, in general.
In general, you can just drop a burning rag into the gas tank.
And then while he's there, he makes a copy of he essentially rewrites their books to account for the missing stuff that he.
You speak Chinese?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He speaks English, Russian, and Mandarin Chinese.
All right.
And that is, and then he climbs back up into the skylight from which he came and heads back out on the street.
Anything else?
No, that is it.
All right. Amos Everett committing yet more crimes. In a very crime-filled week, really.
Just wait until next episode.
You mean your final episode?
Chekhov's bomb, baby.
Amos Everett kills himself to incite war between Bertolli Mafia and the Reds. No, that's not right. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to see then. You're in serious need of a repair, especially before the mercenary mission on Saturday. Okay, then that's it. Audience, have a good afternoon. We'll see you, I guess, Sunday for the mercenary missions, and then next week there are 5 episodes. So, cool your shit. Oh yeah, and we have the haul tonight, so I guess we'll get 2 episodes tomorrow, including this one. So all these, we don't have enough Solaris Nighters. Eat shit.
Taste yourselves, people. Ration it out.
Yeah. Instead, I'm just gonna, burn up all my will to do this in a giant phoenixy blaze. Have a good day.
This has been a lot of fun.